So far we've looked at blogs and we've looked at Twitter. And we're going to add a third one into that mix, which is Facebook. And Facebook will now create what is considered right now the magic triptych of the social media optimization capability for getting buzz about you or whatever you're talking about. So what we're going to do is work with Facebook. I'm going to talk a little bit about Facebook, but what I'm going to also have you do is I'm going to have you really connect the three of those together. So what I want you to do is I want you to go create a Facebook account. There will be tutorials on all of this stuff, or a lot of this stuff, at the bottom of the page on week 3. So when I talk about this stuff, just be sure you can go down there and look for how to do this. But I want you to go create a Facebook account, and if you already have one, I want you to go and create a new page. And I want this page is going to be where you're going to talk about not the social media blog, but the blog where you are actually talking about something you're interested in. So you're going to start linking that blog of your interest to Twitter and to Facebook. So if you think about your blog as the mothership, that's where all the content is, the great writing, the good grammar. Remember good grammar? How-tos, helpful hints. People take it away. People want to come to you because you're an expert at something, or you're not just passionate, but you're an expert, and you're becoming an expert. Remember, because you are following several other blogs that talk about the same thing. You're learning, you're investigating, you're really building up your knowledge base about this thing that you're interested in. So, by the way, you can also, if you create a search if you search for a list or a hashtag or some topic in Twitter, you can, once that list comes up with all of the hashtags, you can then take that URL with that search list and put it into your Google Reader as something that gets up. You can create a whole bunch of just sort of links to different things you're interested in that'll be pouring in from Twitter. You don't have to go to Twitter to do that. So just remember to do that. It's really handy. So we're going to create a Facebook page. Now, what's a Facebook page? Well, with Facebook, you can have a personal profile. That's you. And you can also create, if you have a company or a business or a blog or something that is not you, that you want to sort of promote, you can create a page for that. Pages are generally about organizations, companies, public figures, that sort of a thing. It's not going to be a person on a page. Now, stopping on pages for a second, back to your personal profile, you can actually promote your personal profile on your newsfeed and that sort of thing by having people subscribe to your Facebook page. For example, there are writers, like one of the writers of the New York Times opened up his Facebook profile page, his personal profile page, to subscribers. So people could they'll get a subscribers button at the top when they allow that and enable that. And then when a person clicks subscribe on that person's page, like on that New York Times guy, I will get, like if I did, which I did, I'll get all of his feed into my news feed. And you can regulate how much of that you see. So, and you can regulate what the people who subscribe to your news feed see. You can make certain things private, certain things public. So that's great. So that's different than a page, though. That is your profile being expanded to, there are people who might be interested in you. If you really become really well known, lots of people are going to be interested, and they're going to want to really try to connect with you in that way, and follow your status updates. And there is no limit to the number of people who can subscribe to your Facebook profile. But I think there is a limit to 5,000 friends that can follow you, so personal friends or whatever. So that's another issue. So consider, if you really do think, having subscription, people being able to subscribe, click the subscribe button, which will appear on the top of your Facebook page, to your profile, is another way for you to sort of connect with your consumers, with your clients, with your customers, all of that sort of thing. It's just another way to do that. Some people wouldn't want to do that. They just want to keep that part of their life private, but it's a way to do that. And there, as I said, there are things you can keep private. So that's the profile. That's the you part. Now, you can create a page, as I said, about your blog or business or whatever, an organization, and pages tend to be about that stuff. You're not going to find a page that's doing what, is about a person. So what a page does is it is a way to sort of pour in your blog feed. And of course, on that Facebook page, you can go in and update, the status there too all the time, and add other stuff that isn't on the blog, just to keep that sort of page alive and more happening. Blogs, tend to be updated whenever you have something to say. But, a Facebook page can be almost anything, sharing links just like your profile, except this is about that business and about your business and so on. And so it'll also include, your blog posts. So that's Facebook linked into your blog. Now, I have tutorials on how you can do that, how you turn on a page and how you connect it to your blog. Just to remind you, in WordPress, in the dashboard, you go to Settings, Sharing, and the row of things along the top of that page, of that sharing page, they have Facebook, Twitter, and some other things, LinkedIn, and some others. You can click on Connect to Facebook, and that is where you will find all the different pages you have, including your profile. You don't want to connect to your profile. You want to connect to your page. And your assignment is going to be to do that. I want you to create a page, and I want you to link your blog to it. And I want you to upload an image. It's just like Facebook. You have to put a photo in there or whatever you want, a logo, whatever. Put it in there so that it's something about what you're doing. Make sure it's your image, not something you swiped off the web. It has to be yours. So Twitter also allows you to connect to your blog. And you do that by doing the same thing I just said with Facebook. You go to the sharings thing, you click on it, you connect to your Twitter, and then that way whenever you write a blog post, it'll actually pop a little tweet into Twitter saying, you write a little, cool little, few words, and bam, you get this nice little tweet that's promoting your new blog piece. And so that's a great thing. So I want you to do that. I want you to connect your blog to your Twitter account and your blog to a Facebook page, not your profile. So you're going to do those two things.